Hello friends, and welcome back to Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. We have arrived at the final portion of Citydark Isle. Only the toughest fights await us now. And this is going to be difficult, trust me. So we'll see what happens here. I only just got here. Oh, as you can see over there, that's the mystery blue man from Gation Port. But before we can deal with that, here's another familiar face from the past. Snaddle. Oh, so we meet again. My plan was perfect. The only problems were the utterly useless Lavrina and Gorgon, and you. You spoiled the brilliant plan I had devised for Phoenix City. And thanks to that terrible, hard-nosed woman, I suffered the humiliation of having my worst moment broadcast all over Ore. To gain Master Greevil's forgiveness, and for me to assume my rightful position as the governor of Ore, I must defeat you. This time I won't be shy about revealing to you the full extent of my power. And this is going to get interesting. So begins the final brawls. Here we go. 42, full party of 6. I gotta be on my toes for this one. Nightshade, go. Now, if you did notice, Snaddle actually came up on an elevator. That's the elevator that's gonna take us back to the starting area. So if we can defeat Snaddle, we've got a quick way back down. And that's what I want. Okay, thank you for not being a pure special attacker. Okay, and dodged all the statuses. Okay, if we keep the Matang paralyzed, I could probably do a little bit of work here. So let's try a Helping Hand Signal Beam. Nice! Okay, and levels. I'll take my levels. I need all the stat points I can get. Scizor! Ooh boy. I should get a fire in here soon. Ugh, I was afraid of that. Well, you've made that an easy switch. And I think I'm going to bring Pochi in here for some double intimidation, because that Scizor could pack a wallop. Now, it's not like Scizor has any high power moves per se, but it's more of a... It's a highly offensive Pokemon, so it could hurt me in that case. Or have a good coverage move or something. Can't do anything to the Matang, but that is what it is. Okay, that works for me. You've got the elemental punches. All right, we're doing okay so far, and I like that. All right. Let's get a dig going, damage the Matang, see what happens. Time to burn! I love quadruple weaknesses. And it just so happens that all of the new Bug Steel Pokemon are just so easy to take out with fire. Alright, so just like the Lunatone from before, Snaddle has a Solrock. So here's the first thing I'm gonna have to try to snag. Hey now, stop doing damage to Flynn. At least I'm tanking the hits, that's a good thing. Okay, this would be neutral on the Solrock at least. See if I can't put the Solrock to sleep. Good hit on the Matang. Oh, here comes the Shadow Sky again. And good, we got sleep off. I'll take it. Okay, you're paralyzed, that's good. Thankfully, Shadow Sky will also hurt the Matang, so I can kind of shift a little focus away. And Lefties is at least negating the sky damage. Alright, best plan of attack here. I think I'll go Brick Break on the Sol Rock, because that's a neutral hit. But I'm also going to fire an Ultra Ball off and try for a full health Sleep Catch. Come on, luck! Make this fight just a tiny bit easier if this works. Yes! Okay. Take care of that problem. Hey, you kept the cast form. Nice. Oh, this means this is going to be a super effective hit. Nice. Okay. And thankfully the Matang has not been too much of a problem. And thankfully Pochi is still unfrozen so that it can fire off a heal bell if I need to get Raven back into the picture, which, considering what I think is coming up in this fight, might be a good idea. Alright, so we will do... who's faster? I think, yeah, Pochi's faster. So I want to do a bite to get rid of the cast form and try to sing what comes in next. Because that is a Shadow Starmie. And Starmies are fast and powerful, and I want to avoid that at all cost. And I missed that one. Grr. Yep, and it will not take chip damage from Shadow Sky. I'm actually thinking I should do Flamethrower on the Matang, Bite on the Starmie, see what happens, and hopefully my guys live. I was afraid of that. Help. Help. That was close. Oh, you're frozen too. That's bad. That's very, very bad. Riku, come on out. Set me up a light screen. That's good as far as health is concerned. Oh, but I think Pochi's gonna bite the dust with this one. At least Shadow Sky is only 5 turns, and there's no way to increase those chances, so it's a definitive 5 turns. We'll bring in the Frozen Raven. At the very least, the body can help deter a hit. However much that'll do. So we'll do a light screen. I'm going to try to do a catch. I've got a netball. I'm going to have fun with this. Come on, Starmie. Oh? Worst case scenario avoided. Oof. Oh, and you're paralyzed. Even better. Oh, this is like an instant replay moment from the Fennec Coliseum. Riku, shall we have another critical hit aerial ace? I love you, Ledion. Oh, that could not have ended in a better way. Well, that takes care of Snaddle. Ugh, my plan. My perfect plan. Master Greevil, forgive me. Bye, Snaddle. Okay. Well, we got that one figured out. Now I'm going to do something here that might seem a little weird because we can take the elevator that Snaddle came on back down to the bottom and use the machine that's down there. If I'm right, I think Cypher pulls another surprise ambush with the elevator. And I'd rather be using my healing items and be wrong than not use my healing items and be right. I was right. You're leaving already? But not before I show you my brand of hospitality. Cypher Peon Cleef. Yes, you're showing me a bunch of really defensive Pokemon. Well, allow me to show you the two Pokemon that are going to get through you. So we'll do a Water Pulse on the Shuckle, we'll do a Signal Beam on the Blissey. This is going to be some good experience. There should be about 3/4 on the Blissey, methinks. Or just a full-out KO! Go Janine! Alright, Wheezing as well. Ooh, Bide. Okay, well, I can avoid you for a hot minute. Oh, something's about to get burned. Only a little bit, though. So close. Okay, I think that actually takes you out of the Bide, but I'm not sure. So just in case, I'm going to Helping Hand, make sure I don't do anything other than Psychic Wheezing. Oh! You're doing that move, okay. You know, it's funny. I figured that Memento was Gen 3, but there were very few Pokemon that actually get the move. Special defense drop, I'll take it. Okay, now you are just reusing Bide. But fine by me, special defense was lowered, and I can attack with special moves. How convenient. And a crit, no less. Alright, well that takes care of our defensive ambusher here. Cypher Peon Cleef. I'm sorry to have held you up. Alright. Well, now we have free access back to the top. But I am going to use my ship to go back to the mainland. Gotta take care of a few things. Because there are plenty of Pokemon that can be purified, and I gotta restock up on the Pokeballs. So I guess while that's going on, I've got thoughts on how things are gonna go in the end, because I think I know how the fights are gonna play out. So we've got, if I can remember, it's Ardos, I think his name is. The blue-haired individual beside Greevil. He'll be the first fight we have to deal with. And if you remember from the very beginning of the game, Ardos had that fight with Azook and brought out a level 44 Alakazam. So that Alakazam has not gotten any stronger. That is a display of what you would be facing when you fight Ardos. And if I do remember his team right, besides having a myriad of Shadow Pokemon, and we're about to see 3 Shadow Pokemon on a team, all of Ardos's Pokemon are very, very strong. And I mean offensively strong. And you know my team, I don't exactly have the best defenses. So I gotta be ready for that one. I could very well lose on that fight. That's actually the fight I'm most afraid of right now. And then after that, I think it's a fight. Oops, I need to be in the machine. Need to be reading. Then after that, I think it's a fight rematch with Gorgon, who is still just as crazy and just as bulky and hyper offensive. Maybe a few more trainers in between. And then it is the red-haired individual that we'll have to go up against next. The final, I think that's the final required fight that we've got to deal with before we get to Greeville. So if we get past that fight, we are home free. There are a few more optional fights I could do afterwards, which, depending on how well things go, I probably will do. And then it's Greeville. Like, that, it's going to be the final fight. But that one's going to be the most challenging one, because I showed you on the shadow list of all the Pokemon that we've got to deal with. So the Shadow Lugia that you saw in there, like, that's obviously part of the list. We're going to be encountering the Lugia, but we will have more to fight with Greeville afterwards. And if you thought having 3 or so Pokemon, Shadow Pokemon on a team was a lot, Greeville's entire team is Shadow Pokemon. So the Zapdos, Articuno, Moltres, Exeggutor, Tauros, and Rhydon that I briefly displayed in a few episodes ago, that is Greeville's team. That is what we have to withstand and try to catch. And if you remember from the fight with Snaddle, where I snagged the Lunatone but then lost, you don't get to keep any Shadow Pokemon you snagged during a fight that you lose. So in order to keep any Shadow Pokemon I catch, I have to win the fight. And what gets even more annoying too, and this is something that'll probably have to happen in a post-game marathon of whatever I decide to do. None of Greeville's Shadow Pokemon run away after Greeville is defeated. So if I go into Greeville's fight and let's say I snag 1 Pokemon, if I'm slightly lucky and I snag 1. That means on the next time I fight Greeville, he'll have the 5 remaining Shadow Pokemon plus something that automatically replaces any Pokemon that gets snagged. So in theory, Greeville gets somewhat easier / somewhat harder. But it's every time I do that, I have to go in there and catch something while fighting an onslaught of Shadow Pokemon. It's not going to be the easiest thing in the world. Now, my trick that I kind of figured this out myself, and I know it's not the it's not like the most secret-y trick out there, because I was fighting. I remember my first playthrough. I was fighting Greeville with a very under-leveled team, like, you know, just didn't take the time to go train. I was just beat the game as fast as possible, like go 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 go, and obviously I was getting destroyed. So I got a creative idea where you fight the Shadow Lugia first before you fight Greeville. If you catch a Pokemon and you have an open slot, any newly caught Pokemon immediately join your team. So I had the bright idea of going in with only 5 Pokemon, catching the Shadow Lugia, and that Shadow Lugia became part of my team right away. And because Greeville's entire team is all Shadow Pokemon, I could withstand all of the fight with all the Shadow Pokemon against the incredibly defensive Shadow Lugia, and I was somehow able to win the fight. Okay. Now we'll just figure this out here. That looks like a maximum tempo. So I need something that Psychic can hit. That can also hit the ground type, which is Weepin' Bell. That's max tempo there. Now something that is super effective with Psychic or Flying that can hit fire. It's not a lot here. Am I somehow a little off on what I can get? That adds a little extra. Okay. That changes how things work. Oh, actually, wait a second. I have a Psychic. Hypno can get in there. Okay. So, in that case, can I make a final wheel with what I've got left? Chances are, probably not. Yeah, I've got only poisons and ghosts here. Is there any dual types I can take out in the meantime? Yeah. Alright, let's just go ahead. We'll put a bunch of Pokemon onto the wheel here. We'll get some more fresh recruits. And when we come back, what will hopefully be the last setup, I'll have all of the Pokemon I need to purify ready to go for a full Purify Chamber. At least everything's going pretty well here. Everything's just conveniently set in the rotation. Alright, nice. Now then, let's go get some more items and Pokeballs. Actually, do I need a fresh heal here? Yes, I do. Okay, I got the healing machine. Might as well. But that's good that everything timed pretty well with the healing machine. Or, not the healing machine, the Purify Chamber. So it'll be fully operational by the time I get back. Or at least I'm fairly certain it will be. So let's go... Agate Village, I think, had everything I needed. If not, the Outskirts stand for some of the more... Actually, yeah, I'll go to the Outskirts stand. At this rate, it's Ultra Balls or Specialty Balls or nothing. And I got plenty of money. I can buy all this stuff. That'll do. Well, that ball kind of saved me on some of the bugs. Timer ball, I have enough that I'm going to buy that. And items do me no good. Or other items. It's nice for a challenge like this that my money can just go towards Pokeballs, which you definitely need a lot of in this game. Now, I will also say, in the event that I start to struggle on any of these final fights, I will likely go for one last training grind, just to give these guys a real big power boost. Like, I know there's some work I can do on Mount Battle to both make progress and level up, so that'll probably be what I do in the meantime. But I definitely know that what I'm about to deal with right now can make or break my team right now. So back up to the top we go. Thank goodness we don't have to go through any of the remaining layer. So I do know that there was an Alakazam. That was an immediate first appearance. Actually, in that case, I think possible Thunderwave support will do me good. If not, I have Light Screen as Riku, so that can also help bulk things out. But it's time to face Ardos. It's been a while, boy. Do you remember me? Do you recall this? I helped you in Gation Port. There's no need for thanks. I was merely punishing a fool that used a shadow Pokemon in public. At that time, we didn't want the world to know what we, Cypher, were planning. Back then, I thought you just an ordinary child. Little did I suspect that you would become Cypher's biggest and most damaging threat. That's enough talk. You have the skills and wherewithal to reach Citadark Isle. Let me see your abilities in full glory. No weird poses or animations. He just stands there and he's ready to fight. If I remember correctly, I saw Shadow Swallow on the list, so I think that's an immediate Shadow start. And I was right. Okay, and Intimidate helps me on the Swallow at least. Alright. Well, let's do... Bite on the Alakazam. I gotta slow the Swallow down. This is going to be painful if I do not slow that bird down. It's gonna be painful if I don't slow any of them down. That's the problem. His team is full of fast threats. Not bad, though. I did get a good hit on that Alakazam. Okay, we've got you paralyzed. And the Alakazam's going to take a tiny hit, too. I'm okay with this. If for some reason I can't defeat that Alakazam, Shadow Sky would take it out. Okay. What next? I'm going to bite the Alakazam. And I'm going to go for a Hail Mary play here. I'm going to throw an Ultra Ball at that Swallow right now. And I did just realize I'm one level away on Pochi getting Crunch. That could have made or braked that entire play. Oh? First throw Swallow. Okay. And now we got a Kingdra. Yeah, I think this is going to be a bye-bye Raven. Okay, there goes my Thunder Wave support, which is kind of sad. So let's bring in... Let's bring in Rena. We haven't seen the cat in a while. The cat-dog duo! Okay, and that takes care of Alakazam. That was the Pokemon I was fearing the most from him. As someone who loves using the Psychic type of Pokemon, I know exactly what to be fearful of when it comes to these Pokemon. Okay, out comes Heracross. That's got Flying Attack written all over it, but I think I can withhold for the moment. Do a bit of a crazy play here. I'm gonna bring Flynn in for an Intimidate on the Heracross, and we're gonna try to Body Slam the Kingdra. If I get a lucky Paralysis, I will be super happy about that. Okay, no luck on that one. And this is going to sting! Thank you for surviving, Flynn. Oh, dodge. Nice. Okay, at least I got leftovers to negate the Shadow Sky. All right. Now this is going to be an interesting case. I don't think Flynn is very long for this world, so we're going to try this. And we're going to try a Body Slam. Hope for a Paralysis. Yes! That's a start. Okay. I was kind of expecting that to happen. Well within the realm of possibilities. But it does let me bring Riku in, because I can aerial ace that Heracross. Okay, that complicates things a bit. Of course, everything now taking a Shadow Sky hit. Okay, well I know Riku would act before the Kingdra. But it's acting before the Heracross. That's a different story. I'm gonna get a little creative here. And of course I missed. Why am I not surprised? Okay, at least you didn't hit Riku. I am fine with that. Speed fell, that can be a problem, but Aerial Ace connects. Nice hit. And now comes Electabuzz, who is fast and powerful in its own right. I do have to start seriously asking myself, at what point do I cut my losses and just KO Shadow Pokemon? Knowing that I would very well have to go and try to collect them later on. Okay. I want that light screen up just in case. I have to eliminate the Kingdra. Whew! I lived! That's shocking. Okay, Kingdra is eliminated. Here comes Shadow Snorlax. Another problematic Pokemon to try to catch. Okay, I'm paralyzed. Not that I'm surprised by that. All right. I'm going to be a little risky here. I'm going to try to take care of the Electabuzz. And by take care, I mean catch, but Electabuzz might have to be a lost cause for this fight. Okay, you only went for Shadow Mist. Again, evasion is never an issue that I have to worry about, so to me, that's just a wasted move. Because I can do a body slam. Okay, well, looks like the Electabuzz is on the run. I mean, if it helps me win the fight, that's what I call progress. I can try to go for the Snorlax here. Shadow End. Oh, yeah, I think that's a half-health recoil-powered move. Okay. Let's see how far I can get before I decide that even the Snorlax is a lost cause. Oh, and you have a leftovers of your own. I think I want to try to get that. Okay, the only thing I can do is either freeze you, paralyze you, or poison you in chance. Right? Raven's out already? Yeah. Raven and Flynn are gone. So, I'll try a few Ultra Balls. If this works, I'm gonna be impressed. Okay, I'm actually not sure. You might have immunity as an ability. I might not even be able to try to poison you, which I guess makes Poison Fang an okay move to hurt you. I definitely want to try to keep going with that. Or maybe I should try to Ice Beam you. Again, if the Snorlax faints, then at the very least I win the fight having snagged something. And that just means I have to worry about Snorlax and Electabuzz somewhere else. But... yeah! That is a huge problem taken care of, and I only have to worry about the Electabuzz in the future. This is trouble. Something's not done. Oh, that was a much better outcome than I was expecting. I am quite pleased. I realize now that I should have crushed you much earlier. This is out of my hands now. I must defer you to Master Greevil himself. But boy, don't think that this is over. I won't abandon my dreams. You know, I will say, knowing what I know about this game, I do wish that Ardos, Elds, and Greevil get a little bit more time in the spotlight to flesh those comments out. Okay, if I remember right, there's a healing machine in here. Good, okay. So I'm going to use this now. Okay. So now we come into here. Oh, Zangoose is ready. Okay. And look, Greevil and Elds. Ho ho ho. Now this is quite a surprise. You managed to defeat Ardos. Of course, you have also beaten so many of my followers. Perhaps it is no surprise that you won. I must say that I haven't been this excited in a long time. I do have an appreciation for the strong you see. However, I also cannot allow your interference. My Shadow Pokemon plan is nearing completion. So for the time being, I think I'll have you securely out of my way right where you are now. Puts up an impenetrable barrier, and I can't do a thing about it. So now we have to backtrack. We go over this way now. Elevator won't open. Oh, maybe I have to go a little bit further before the scene triggers. Right. And look, it's the engineer with a hyperactive personality. We've got Gorgon once again. It's me again, kid. You know, it makes me kind of happy to see you since I've seen you so often. But the way you keep beating me, my cred's taken a beating. So Master Greevil gave me this one last chance to redeem myself. But this is it. If I lose this one, there's no tomorrow. Here goes. Time for another fight that's gonna drive me insane. At least I have something that can take care of the Slowking. I definitely need to get some statuses going. Alright, we'll do that. And we will Thunder Wave the Ursaring. I keep forgetting, I am just shy of Crunch. I should have used a rare candy. Well, this is gonna sting. Thank you, Intimidate, for softening the blow. Oh, this is also going to hurt a lot. And I still survived that. Okay. You know what? Raven, give Pochi a hand. I'm making sure the Slowking goes down this turn. And I'm kind of glad that I went for that strategy. Because if there's one tactic that definitely gets used in the later portion of any of these games with double battles, it's the Earthquake Protect strategy. And I always associate Gorgon with being the one who does that. Okay, do I chance this? Now, you are a Steel Rock type. I can paralyze you. Can I get lucky? Okay, you were going for Pochi, and you're paralyzed. I'm fine with that. Now then. Oh, I want to test this. Can I helping hand my partner underground? I can! Ooh, this Aggron, I think, is going to take a fairly good chunk of health, let me tell you. 1 and 2 and hop! Oh, still not enough. But that's a good chunk nonetheless. Intimidate is good. And you're paralyzed. That's even better. Let's do another dig. I'm gonna just throw a little hit on the Ursaring in case. Maybe I can get confusion? That'd be nice. Pochi is... Oh no! Bye, Pochi! That was what I was hoping to avoid. But at least Ursaring's taking a hit too. I'm okay with this. To a degree. Okay, I should definitely get the leftovers on Raven that I got from Snorlax. That'd be a great idea. Free healing is great. Okay, we'll do Brick Break on the Ursaring, Water Pulse the Aggron, because that would be super effective, and you're going for Protect again. At least, with Paralysis, I'm guaranteed faster. Get out of here, you earthquaking jerk! Wall Rain. Ooh, a tank. Okay. Ursaring is still kind of debilitated, so I'm actually gonna focus on the Wall Rain and make it more manageable. Looks like Gorgon's only got 2 Shadow Pokemon from the looks, and I can't Thunder Wave you anymore. Well, that happened. Well, let's try Thunder Bolting you. Maybe that'll do some work. That's a good chunk. I was kind of hoping you just fire off a random Earthquake. I would have accepted the damage if it meant Wall Rain took a little more. Oh good, Automatic Attraction. So that's even better. That Ursaring is not going to be doing much. Oh, you're going for Protect. So that means if the Wall Rain was going for Earthquake, that would mean damage on the Ursaring. I almost want to see that happen. This is gonna be a big one! Oh, so close. The Wall Rain's out of the picture. Oh boy. Poliwrath now. Here we go. Leftovers is doing good. Alright. I'm going to try to sing the Poliwrath. I'm also going to Body Slam the Poliwrath. If I get Paralysis, so be it. Okay. Oh, we got Shadow Sky. So that Ursaring is not going to be long for this battle. Okay. Infatuation keeps you at bay. So close. Might as well keep you up on the field for another turn. So let's go... You try the catch. And you know what? I got Netballs, and that's a water type. Let's go for it. Nice! Netballs are coming through in a clutch. And that means it's just the Shadow Mr. Mime. Not bad. Paralysis? Okay, no dice on that one. But immobilized, and now taken out by the very Shadow Sky your own team set up. Bye-bye, Ursaring. Alright. There we go, level 47. That's good. Alright, we got one thing to get out, that Mr. Mime. I'm actually thinking you've got soundproof or something similar for an ability, so I don't even think Sing's gonna work. I might have to go for some lucky Ultra Balls. Let's see what happens. Hopefully this works for me. 2. Ah, no dice on that one. This is gonna hurt. Okay, well. Mr. Mime, you're making this a little difficult for me. What do I got left? Ooh, only my 2 bugs. I, might have to bypass this Mr. Mime. Okay. Gonna still try for a catch. You never know when luck will work. So I'm gonna have Janine be the one to do the tosses. And I'm gonna try to inflict a hit. I'm fairly certain I would live a Shadow Storm coming from a Mr. Mime at full health. But just in case. Oh. Yes! He dodged it. And we got both shadows. Nicely done. We're doomed. Polyrath Mr. Mime put into storage. Okay. That was the very last chance Master Greevil gave me. How can I keep losing to some kid over and over? If there were a tree, I'd climb it to get away from all this. Yeah, you monkey. Okay, well, I know this might be a little bit early, but I'm actually gonna call the episode here because there is still just a little bit more to go before any fight with Greevil, including Elds. And I've had a lot of intense fights the last few minutes, so I'm actually gonna need just a moment to recollect myself. So I'm gonna get the leftovers here. I'm gonna put them onto Raven. I think that'd be a perfect item for Raven to have. So we'll get that onto a Raven right now, before I forget. Ooh, and also, I know that I'm really close to level 47, but I'm taking care of this right now so I can start a battle with Crunch. So, bye-bye bite, you've been fun. We got Crunch now! Now we can bite things even harder. But with that, I'm gonna call the episode here, get myself psyched up and ready to go for what will be the last few fights of the game. I can't believe things have actually been going as well as they have been. I am so stoked with how well those last few fights went. Only a couple hiccups here and there. I was honestly assuming the worst for all that. I thought I was going to have to go train to like level 55 or something close to that and like get some really good moves on my team in order to fight them. No, luck was on my side. I got good captures and got through the fights. So hopefully I can ride the momentum to the end of this game. We are at the cusp of the end of this game. I am looking forward to it, and I hope you will as well on the next episode. So until then, Thank you very much for watching today. I hope you enjoyed. Take care, stay safe, and have a good day.